libraries in the navigation pane, and then we'll click New Library to create a library, and then from there we'll go in and indicate the information we want inside that library. So I'm going to jump out and go to my computer, and of course, even before we do that, let me kind of scroll up to the top here. We see, for example, over here on the Explorer on the left-hand side, we see these libraries, right? Everybody sees those libraries. There are the 4 predefined libraries that we talked about previously. 4 predefined libraries include documents, music, pictures, and videos. And if I click on my documents library, let's just go in and see what all is in there. My documents library includes, by default, and your documents library includes, by default, your My Documents folder. You can see my Documents folder is in my Documents library. But remember, this is a physical folder that resides on my computer. This is a virtual folder. What else is in my Documents folder? As I begin to scroll down through this list, the public documents are also in my Documents folder. You know, there really are 2 different documents folders on your computer. There is the one that has your name associated with it, or in this case, my name associated with it, and then there's one that's called public. And the idea there, in case you're wondering about that, the idea there is that you might have multiple users sharing the same computer. I log on as Tommy, Sharon logs on as Sharon. Sharon would have Sharon's My Documents folder. Tom add is, and also in that budget library, take all the with name, these Word, and link those in, take all of the Word documents and link those in, and so now everything related to that budget, or to that client, or to that project, or to whatever task we happen to be working on, everything that's related to that, I can get access to in one location instead of having to remember, oh, I need to go look in this folder or that folder or that folder. If it's sitting inside a library, it's all in one location, one virtual location. Yes, sir?
Isn't that like a collection of shortcuts?
Yeah, it for all practical purposes is a collection of shortcuts. Because even though you don't see these as being shortcuts per se, really that's what's happening. If I click on this Excel file inside the library, it's actually opening it off the desktop. Right. Yeah, collection of shortcuts would be a very, very good way of describing a library. Other comments or questions on libraries? A couple of little short and sweet tips in Windows. With Windows 7, Microsoft did some things that the way I like to describe them are, shall we say, very, very Mac-like. Some features got added into Windows 7 that make it look and behave an awful lot like a Mac in some cases. Not saying that these features necessarily exist inside the Mac, but they're things that those who use Macs might look at and go, wow, that kind of looks like something that Apple would do. So what I want to do is get a bunch of open windows of different types sitting out here. I've got a Word document, I've got a PowerPoint document. Let me go grab this Excel document also, or just get an Excel document open. And now I've got a lot of different documents sitting out here on my desktop, right? So understand that if you're running Windows 7, there are some shortcuts now to rearranging windows inside Windows 7. Perhaps a lot faster